Now let's see how the VPX trainer is used by various athletes.
Through training my eyes, I've been able to stay more focused in every moment, and by staying focused in the moment, things seem to kind of happen easier and faster. And there's no better way to train for that than with training your eyes, because the more you can anticipate, the more you can be that step ahead, then the better your skills are going to be.
The VPX trainer allows an athlete to work on not only visual speed and recognition, but its visual performance, its visual enhancement, mirroring their athletic ability and taking their game to the next level. This is a quick, easy way to really make sure that these athletes are visually fast and physically fast, which is now going to enhance and make them the best athlete they can be.
Now, let's take a look. Obviously, in your sport, it's rare that you're standing around. You're typically moving. So let's get into the dynamic training drills. And one of the most significant aspects of this drill is incorporating balance drills. There are all kinds of balance devices that you can improve your balance. The Bosu, a wobble board, a walking rail, a pillow. Now, you do these drills while standing on one leg or bouncing up and down on a mini tramp or on a Bosu, and you identify the targets as quickly as you can. Once again, you try not to move your head. It's an eye movement drill. You time each time you do this, and you can use one poster or two posters. Now, as an alternative, while you're balancing, you can play catch with a ball, you can juggle, or you can use a weighted ball. Let's get into some movement. Let's go side to side. Set two visual targets up approximately 10 feet apart. Put one cone in front of each visual chart. Now shuffle from left to right, touching each cone as you get to each visual chart. Identify the targets doing column or row drills. As an alternative, use a slide board and play catch while you're doing this. So now with the use of the flat cones, we're going to do the speed feet drill. I want you to set the flat cones up in a diamond shape, and you're going to stand in the middle. And you're going to be doing one of the scan and search drills while you're actually reacting with your feet as fast as you can to one of the visual cues. Now, in a sense, you're going to be multitasking here because you're going to be scanning in a certain order, but that order is going to tell you which direction your feet are supposed to jump. For example, if you call out 32, but the shadow is on the right, you're going to jump to the right. And then you go to a number 41, and the shadow's on the left, you're going to jump to the left. Now, once again, you're going to do this as fast as you can, but your feet have to be in motion here, and you have to be jumping accurately in relationship to those cues. Now, a similar drill is speed vision. In this drill, you're going to use the flat cones or the colored balls and arrange them in the same order of the target that you're looking at on the poster. And then once you've completed that, you go to the next target, and you rearrange the colors as rapidly as you possibly can. This involves visual memory, and you're looking up, you're looking back, you're rearranging as fast as you possibly can. Let's do the react to the color drill. You're going to use 4 cones again, but place them in random places. You can put all 4 behind you, all 4 off to the left or right, or scattered around in a circle from where you're standing. You're going to identify a target on your chart. For example, you're going to look at a shadow, and next to that shadow will be, let's say, yellow. At that moment, you move toward the yellow cone, and you run as fast as you can, go around it, and come back to the chart. Now the body awareness drills. Place an extremity band on each wrist and each ankle. As you identify the targets, move the extremity that corresponds to the color in a direction. For example, if a shadow on the ball is next to the red, quickly move the ankle or wrist with the corresponding red extremity band. For an alternative, move the extremity in the direction of the color or use the black triangle. Foot reaction. Using any balance platform like a Bosu, move your feet in the direction relative to the target. Now the visual cue may be a color, might be a shadow, or maybe the opposite of the shadow. Again, it's a scan and search challenge, which can you be using columns or rows, or you can do a random search. Now once you get proficient at this, do the opposite. The alternative would be, instead of going in the direction of the cue, go the opposite direction. Color cue reaction. Now in this drill, you need a partner because you're going to use all 4 colored balls and you're going to be playing catch with them. You're going to be moving them as fast as you possibly can. Now, you also want to do the scan and search challenge as fast as you possibly can. And let's think of starting with a simple row drill. And in this case, what you're going to do, as soon as the ball gets in your hand, you look down and you identify the color, you look up at your visual target and you find that color on the target, and you're going to say that that's either up, down, left, or right. right. Then you come back to the ball that's in the other hand and you do the same thing. You keep rotating the balls and going back up and identifying where the color is located on the target and calling out up, down, left, or right. Mental toughness. Here's where the real fun begins. You're going to need one opponent, or maybe two, and you're going to use a stopwatch. You're going to time and see how fast you can do these drills. You'll do all of the variety of drills of the scan and search challenges. And while you're doing them, your opposing team or opposing member is going to do everything they can to distract you. They're going to make noise. They're going to weigh visual distractions. Obviously, they're not supposed to do anything where they could injure you, but other than that, they can use any form of distraction they can conceive of at the time. Make it a lot of fun, and yet make it competition. Strive to win. Now, you've seen a sampling here of various ways to use the VPX trainer. And there's enough here to keep you busy for a long period of time. But I want to encourage that you use your own creativity and integrate these drills with other things that you're doing. You want to do these drills when you're doing sit-ups, when you're doing ladder drills, when you're working with a jump rope, any kind of balance drills like a BOSU or walking rail, a trampoline. You want to get active. Now, incorporate any kind of agility drills that you're working for foot speed or for movements, and still use one or two posters to do these drills at the same time. Once you become effective at these drills, I encourage that you'll always incorporate them at the end of your workout, at the end of your practice, or at the time where you feel like you're just physically exhausted, you can't do any more. Prove to yourself that you can do a drill for 2 to 5 minutes where you're really focusing in visually, scanning and searching, and you'll find that you'll have distractions get in the way, you'll find your mind getting off track, but the more you work at it, you'll become very efficient at going all the way through from 1 to 50 or 50 to 1.